mention this. Not only do we have cake, if you are not registered to vote, we also have our volunteer deputy voter registrar, Susie, in the back with all of the stuff. It only takes a few minutes, and the last day to do it is Monday, so you might as well do it here. So before the big rush to the voting spot, I will call up our next reader, Ray Bellon. Yay!
I'm not sure if I need my reading glasses. I was smart and I wrote them a little bit bigger. But I'm not always that smart. Let's try this. I know I normally do fiction, but I'd try my hand at some nonfiction. And it is, February. And how can you write in February, without having a Valentine's Day theme? So, here we go. The St. Valentine's Day Massacre. My wife, Elena, has stage 3 lung cancer. As a favor to me, Cupid has now declared war on the DNA of certain cells in her body. His arrows have taken the form of a chemical love potion that is being pumped through her veins and her heart in an attempt to stop the division of the cancerous cells that are growing uncontrolled next to her lung and applying pressure to the superior vena cava, that is the vein that returns the blood to the heart and helps to keep our love alive. My dear friend does not stop there. In another quiver, his arrows carry radiation that is so precise as to be able to pierce the center of a particular nucleus, even as the parent cell rests on top of a lymph node. Without so much as a single nip to the vein, he will aim and shoot his radiation while wearing a blindfold and smoking a cigarette. The cigarette in this story is ironic. My lifelong friend has given me the promise that he does in these situations. He's assured me that there will be a massacre, a Valentine's Day massacre, if you will. Both good and bad will die. The results will play themselves out on the battlefield. Today, as I write this, it's January 22nd. It's my wife's 60th birthday, and chemotherapy doesn't start for a few days yet. Cupid has yet to draw his bow of war. There is no nausea yet, and he is currently hitting us up with arrows from the love quiver, about as often as some cancer patients press their release button for a dose of morphine. In this abstract version of things, actual love can be used like morphine. It temporarily removes the patient from the war, sometimes. Like today, for instance, her birthday, Cupid's arrow was particularly accurate. The day started and ended driving to and from the doctor's office from 10 in the morning until 10 at night. Part of that time was the 3-hour round trip to Austin and back. Another hour was spent at Walmart shopping. It was a very long, slightly painful day. The only rest that was afforded her was in the form of an anesthetic sleep. We finally returned home, and in walks a war-torn Elena, hospital ID band around her wrist to serve as her dog tags. On her other wrist was a cotton ball held tightly by a sticky ace wrap bandage. Of course, it was there to coagulate the blood of the wound she sustained during blood withdrawal. In her chest was the newly implanted port, which was to serve as the mechanism through which Cupid's concoction enters her body. Her neck and chest were orange stained from iodine, and there was a pale blue-gray patch of skin on her neck from God only knows what chemical they applied there. That was the spot where the surgeon went in to biopsy a nodule on her thyroid, another possible battlefield in this cancerous war. And since I wrote this, that came back malignant too. Tired from the lengthy ordeal, she was further saddened that there was no time in the day for us to celebrate her mostly forgotten birthday, and there was no cake. By the way, I think we have cake here. Okay, where was I? But that's where Cupid's arrow came into play. Of course, as any man who has ever forgotten a birthday knows, never don't have cake. So with this keen insight, I bought a triple chocolate cake and snuck it into the back of the minivan in the Walmart parking lot. Wanting to do more, but having no time and even less energy, I whipped out my smartphone while still inside the store and went to the greeting card and gift wrapping area. Once there, I stood in front of the birthday card section. Stepping back, I took a picture of a couple of dozen cards after rearranging them so that the best cards were showing. One card said, "Happy birthday, Mom." Another said, "Grandma," of which she is both. Then I moved to the balloons and party favors section and stepped back and took a picture there. Then I took a picture of a couple of minions from the Despicable Me movie because she loves the minions. After that, I took the cake that I bought and holding it in front of some packaged candles, I took another picture. It was angled so that it looked like the candles were on the cake. Then as I was leaving the area, I took a close-up picture of a big pink bag which had a heart on it and stated in large sparkly letters, "Birthday Girl." Unbeknownst to all this, our war-torn hero sat down to her computer once we returned home. I went into my computer room and posted the Walmart pictures on Facebook. I yelled out to her when I was done, "Hey, check your Facebook account." Within minutes, there were strange guttural sounds coming from the living room, mixed in with a few awes, and lots of likes and hearts were appearing on my Facebook page. A few minutes after that, I heard Elena ask, "So where's this cake?" Then she read the birthday song I posted with the pictures. "Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Elena, happy birthday, dear wonderful, happy birthday, dear marvelous, happy birthday, dear beautiful, happy birthday to you." I hope Cupid's massacre is as successful as that arrow was.